Don't watch the light.
No, Emma, you didn't get humiliated. You humiliated yourself. I just sent the invoice. My name is Daniel Reed, 32 years old, a software engineer who spent nearly a decade building Henderson Solutions from nothing into a multi-billion-dollar powerhouse. And yes, the CEO was my wife. The woman who used to share ramen noodles with me in our cramped student apartment before we built a company together. The woman who promised, repeatedly, confidently, that once we stabilized, she'd add my name to the paperwork. Because we were partners in everything, turns out the only thing we were partners in was a lie I was too blinded by love to see. Emma had the name, the legacy, the family connections. I had the code, the systems, the actual product. But while she was out being photographed for Forbes, her face plastered across magazine covers like a queen of innovation, I remained invisible, the ghost in the machine she pretended didn't exist. I put up with it for years. Until the pen. Last Tuesday's S-board meeting was like every other, a room full of executives who loved hearing themselves talk and took credit for everything they barely understood. Emma sat at the head of the massive glass table, barking orders with razor-sharp confidence. I sat near the door, the kid spot, the one given to people who matter just enough to attend, but not enough to be seen. Halfway through Q3 projections, Emma's platinum fountain pen, a pen that probably cost more than my car payment, rolled off the table. It stopped by my shoe. She didn't bend down. She didn't laugh it off. She didn't treat me like a husband. She treated me like staff. Pick it up. 2 words, no warmth. No recognition. Pure command. The room froze. Then came the laughter. First a snort from her assistant, then a cascade of chuckles from the board, then full-blown howling. It was the kind of laughter that sticks to your bones, the kind that rewrites a marriage in a single moment. I picked it up, placed it gently on the table. Here you go, Your Majesty, more laughter. Emma didn't even look at me. That's when something inside me clicked. Humiliation sharpens the mind, clarifies what years of loyalty blur. By the time the meeting ended, I wasn't hurt, I was dangerous. Emma drove home silently, furious at something she wouldn't name. She held up a finger to silence me, a gesture people use on waiters, not husbands. And when we got home, she locked herself in her study. By evening, she called me from 30 feet away. I've decided to terminate all contact, stay away permanently. This marriage is over, a formal termination, no emotion, no explanation. Just business. I felt something cold settle over me, not heartbreak, but clarity, relief. She thought she was firing me. She had no idea I was already done pretending to be an employee in my own marriage. I told her calmly, okay, then I added, make sure your phone is charged tonight. Something important might come up. She panicked at the ambiguity. I didn't explain. Instead, I opened a folder on my computer labeled insurance_policy, a harmless name hiding something lethal. Failsafe Alpha, a backdoor embedded years earlier, in code only I understood. A system Emma ignored because technical details were boring, a line of defense. I'd built in case we ever faced a cyber attic, but with one small modification. It became something else entirely, a nuclear option. At exactly midnight, with Emma blowing up my phone in panic, I pressed enter. Every server Henderson Solutions depended on crashed simultaneously. Contracts self-canceled. Investor alerts triggered false liquidation warnings. Stock market algorithms saw catastrophic failure and reacted instantly. The company's valuation plummeted like a falling elevator. Within 20 minutes, a $3.2 billion empire became a $160 million liability. I watched the chaos unfold from my couch, beer in hand, while The Office played in the background, the fire drill episode, fittingly. Meanwhile, Henderson's Slack channels exploded, all core systems down, contracts are being terminated. Why are clients getting shut down emails? Someone called Daniel. He's not answering. Emma finally appeared in all caps. Get my husband on the phone now. Someone replied, he's the only one with God-level access. Another added, wait, isn't he the guy she yelled at over a pen yesterday? I almost felt bad. Almost at 1 a.m., I posted one message to the main Slack channel. Maybe consider picking it up yourself next time. Then I revoked my access and closed my laptop. By morning, Henderson Solutions had lost 95% of its value. It made national headlines. Tech analysts called it the fastest corporate collapse in state history. I put on my best suit, the one Emma mocked for being too flashy, and walked straight into the burning building she still thought she controlled.